All right, for the day session, morning session, we finished at more than 3%. We're now going to fast forward to the night session. And you can see prices did continue at the bottom, like I originally suspected. Okay, and if you fast forward in time here, it did reach so the most it went was here. It never reached this one yet. All right, and could I have gotten more profits if I just simply secured better? Then yes, I could have. Okay. I'm gonna go ahead and clear the charts and find my selling panel real quick, or buy sell panel. All right, fast forward to more here. All right, so the night session has started. So what I'm looking for is consolidation. This is one of the bigger price cycles right here. But it's not a very clean one. It's hard to navigate, so we'll pick something else. This looks pretty decent, fairly fast though, so we'll just pick this one. So yeah, so just pick this, and then right now, based on the prices, it could go another one, and if this is the bottom, then it could go like this. So we got a little consolidation right here, but we'll see. The nighttime drift. With nighttime, you simply want to play the drift, but this is a hard one because the whole day has been like this, and then the nighttime drift right now is up. So I would suspect we're probably gonna go up like this, but it could easily go and turn down. So this is the bottom, so I would be confident in buying right here. All right, so let's start. And slow it down to 3x right here. So we'll start with the buys. With nighttime, let's figure out our cycle real quick. If we measure this, it's about 7 pips. So since it's so small, we're gonna increase our lot size to 0.1. And we'll start buying here. So some zeros at the bottoms. It's right at the trend line, so we're waiting on 5 minute right here to turn up, and right now this is a good pattern for a reversal, and this is turning doji, so this is a good sign, but it has not turned yet. I would suspect that it would be right in here before it turns. Okay, and we're going to go ahead and mark our opposing hours. So it's not really much to mark right here for the so if the hour comes like this, see it's already a doji right now, and we could be dropping. All right, so we're gonna wait it out for what this is gonna do is, if we're basically, I was waiting for this price action down here to add some buys, but we're gonna go ahead and add one here. It's a small one because it has not shown the signs of turning yet. And there it is, it reaches it, so I add 2 right here. Since I have 3, I'm gonna go ahead and add one more. So we have basically half and half, and our break even is about in the middle. It should come down to here some. Can't seem to zoom out some more. We could go all the way down to the pivot. And since M5 right here is still red, we could have been selling. It's just that right here selling would not have been ideal because it could have been the end of the price cycle. And all right, I added more buys right there. So right now we're in 0.8 lots. Just because it's very close to the end of the price cycle. We have two boxes stacked on top of each other here. Technically, it should be like that. So if our break even is right here, we should be in profit when it comes all the way up. Now, if this continues going down, then what I'll do is just cut it right here at a loss. We're not losing much, about 15. So take the smaller loss rather than the big loss down here, and we'll pay for it going down. Because if this breaks, then what we're looking at is another price cycle down, which would be like this, and it right to the pivot. And typically prices will move in 3 expansions before turning. Alright, so prices right now are forming an inside candle right here, which is a good sign of a turn. And you can see it's popping up. So especially once the 5 minute turns into a doji, we're going up. So our buy position right now is okay. Go and add that, bring down the break even some more. And you can see it's breaking to the downside, but it's having a hard time actually breaking it. So we should see a pop up here. And I'm 0.9 lots, so still not bad as far as a position. And there it is on the 5 minute, it's turned up. So this is a good sign. How far up? Again, we expect it to come back into this consolidation area. Ooh, it popped real quick there. So we're gonna go ahead and take our exit on net profit. Just because since this is such a big candle, it typically pulls back. I meant to exit all at the top right here, but it so quick it wicked down, which is okay. We got some net profit here. Biggest drawdown was fairly small based on where we started. It's like 15, I think. So now where will prices go? Well, on 1 hour it has turned down, so there's a likelihood of it's going to retest this bottom right here. So what we're waiting on is this should fail. It could very easily though go like this. So this is just a 50-50 zone right now. We don't know what prices are doing. It's popping up. So there's touched the end of the upcycle box right here. We're right at resistance. So just waiting here. And with trading, you have to be selective, because if you trade all the trades on guesses, you're gonna lose. See on 5 minute Heiken Ashi, this is a apex, and this is an inside candle, so it could be the end of the upcycle. Now, if this body is above, we are likely to continue just a little bit. Where's the next doji? You see, this is the doji here. So we're right at that zone. The next one though is right here. Where I see a big doji right here with prices fighting, and here's some dojis to match. So I would expect it to come right in here, and so we're turning down there. And let's build into some cells. Okay, so there's the slight pullback, and we build into some cells. Some 2 TPs here. 5 minute Heiken Ashi has turned to the sell side, which is a good sign. Alright, so we're in the profits now. This is just a small position because it has not finished playing out everything yet. So it's kind of struggling to pop down here. Here it goes. Continues down like that. And I just don't like how this is playing right now. So I'm gonna exit just because of this wick. And the second time it's struggling. You can see it's struggling to even touch this. And there it goes. So there it goes. It now touches the bottom. Okay. Could I have secured the trades? Probably would have been better there. Because now we don't have to risk re-entering right here. But this could be the double bottom, and now prices go up. And you can see as far as the price cycle, time cycle, this matches up very well right there. Got to the top, came back down. All right. And so now prices continue down. What do we wait for? Right here, it's a sell here. 4, 5. Ooh, see, it's a rejection here. This was what I was afraid of as far as buy pressure coming in. Oops. We should be okay though. It should come down to at least 50%, and we can get out. But this is a bad sign for sells. You can see on the 5 minutes turning up. So what I'm actually going to do is start hedging it. Alright, so I have 5 sales and I have 5 buys. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I have. Okay, so I'm slightly losing right now because I don't have enough buys on. But this is the 50%, which is not the best place to enter buys, but I will take it off right there. And then add to myself. The only reason I took it off was because it was not passing the 50%. And it looked like it was wanting to turn down again. So, but that was, it did pull down. It's just, it popped right back up. And now this one, because it pops down again, I think this is the apex, and we're turning down. So 2 TPs here. These I'm going to move down to the base here. Alright, so it's forming that apex, and based on price cycle, you can kind of see it. This one, it kind of passed went further than the bottom, right? Right here, went from here to here, passed it, came back up. But the amount it came back up was one full cycle. So here we go, it pops and then it's being rejected. 5 minutes turned down, so I suspect it will go down. So I'm gonna add to the cells here. Make sure I'm not in any buys. No, this is not as good. 5 minutes turned up. That's better as a doji, which means it's more likely to continue down like this. And it's drifting down, so this is a good sign. What my coach teaches us is to count these. So we have 1, basically this is the first one, 0, 1, 2. So still bounce, and then this should be 3 and breaks down. Whoops. And what I'm gonna do with these is move them down because they're so close. I'm gonna move it for extra profits. So 0, 1, 2, 3. If this gets rejected though, we're gonna get a pop-up in 5 minutes showing that doji up. So it's not a good sign for sells. So what do we do? Well, we have to now basically add to the losing cells to get out of them. So one price cycle is here. So it reached the pivot here, which we added. But I'm just adding here to bring my break even up. It would have been most ideal if I added right at the top right here, like this. But I was talking and drawing, and it's a good sign though because it could not cross the 50% of it up, which means it's coming down. And right there, it came down. So right now we're at net profitable. We're hovering break even. It's because we have these trades down here which is why we break even. But as far as these, we're net profitable. So what we can do is peel off some, especially in the middle here. To reposition them. Alright, so now I'm going to get out of these smaller ones here, closer ones, and I'm going to leave my top. So pull down my stop losses to secure them and allow them to run. So right above the break. And I left on 0.6. If I had added more at the top here, that's basically the ones I left on. Alright, so as far as the drift, we are now in a nighttime down drift. Okay, so let's draw the rectangles here. we're almost at the end of the cycle, so we basically could pop up, retest the break, and then come back down. So if we here's the break. And there it is. So it's popping down. So let's look here, right at the base now of support. So I don't want to add some. Let's just see how far we have. Current price. Oof, 100 points. No, 10 pips. So all right, we got basically it's turning up, which makes sense. Wow, that's a big one right there. It was a good thing we secured profits. So this could just be an exhaustion bar. We're gonna wait. Delete some of these rectangles so we can see the charts. All right. With such a big bar, sometimes people are buying, and then negates completely. So right now we have not, it's still a doji and still a downtrend. So we want to be careful and not just start buying. All right, so now it's reached the top of the trend line. We're gonna watch, is it gonna break the trend line? It's popping down, but it needs to cross this, and really this one to really come down. So the previous hour, as far as 2 hours away, is right here. Mark that. It's this line right here. All right, so we're going down. The up momentum is stopped. Okay, so I'm in 0.1 or 0.9 trades. 0.9 lots, I mean. This is a good sign right here, because even after such a strong up, this is forming a doji. So likelihood is prices will go down. So we draw the box again, measure it. I'm likely to come here, touch, and we don't know if it will bounce up or not. If this is the apex, then we're gonna go turn up. That it retested this right at the body here, and then now it's rejecting it and we're turning up. So now what we're gonna do is secure our cells. So right in here, and I'm gonna peel off the closer ones. Just because it could be a double bottom. You can see here it's touched many times. All right. The only reason I'm doing that is because we're right in the support zone. So I expect it to bounce up right here. And we're only about 10 pips away. Okay, but if we look at where we're at, all right, we just closed out. Was this enough? 51, 52. I'm not as good with math here, but let's see. I think we are at 1%, 52.87. We're at 2% already, actually. So this is pretty good for a night session, and basically, it's time to go to bed. It's basically 10 p.m. Okay. Could we put on some trades and let it run overnight? Sure, but the likelihood of it dropping below this and stuff, not that good. So I'd rather just go to sleep knowing we did good profit. And let's measure our drawdown here. The most drawdown we had was right here, 51.30. As far as calculator here, that was minus 1%. So this is an excellent Sharpe ratio, 1 to 2 risk reward. All right, with that, good luck in your trading.